Hi everyone. In this video, we'll see how to stretch an image in Canva, especially if you want to make little changes to your image without distorting the whole thing. Now, first of all, let's look at what is stretching. It depends on what you mean. Of course, one is resizing, making it bigger or smaller. Secondly, is distorting it. So actually making your image shrink like this or this without doing it proportionately. Okay, now normally I would say never do this because it distorts the image. It's not nice for design, etc., etc. But I will show you a way that you can do it. And the third way is where you actually stretch it by expanding it. So, for example, if your image has been cut off in a place that you don't want and you want to extend a bit of the image, all three ways are possible, free and pro. But what I really want to show you is how you want to actually stretch an image within an image so you can change a little bit of your entire image without distorting it completely. Now, let's look at all the ways. First of all, is just resizing it. For this, I mean, if you know how to use Canva, if you've used Canva, it's pretty simple. So just click on the image, just drag it like this, just hold one corner and just drag it, and it will stretch it proportionately. You can just scale it like this and just cover your whole canvas with it. Okay, there you go. So that's a simple way. Now, we said, how are we going to squeeze it and stretch it and distort it? Again, please don't do it. But if you really need to, it is pretty simple as well. Click on the crop button and click on one section of the image over here. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you see it better. Click on this white part, hold down shift. Don't let it go. Hold it down. And then you stretch it. Ew. Looks not so nice. And then hold this back again and cover your entire image. Okay, now you have stretched it. All right, that is one way you can stretch the image. Okay, in this case, it looks awful, but maybe there are some use cases where you might need to do it. Now, the third option, which is expand. For this, you will need Canva Pro, and we will use the magic expand feature. I will also put the link in the description below. So you click on it, edit, and magic expand. Okay, now you can simply choose to expand it the way you want. You can say free form, and then you select a bit. See, now the image is not stretching. It will just fill up this part. Maybe you want this wall, for example. It will just fill it up. Or let's say you want this part, or you want more of the carpet, whichever. Free form will let you change it exactly the place where you want. Or you can say whole image, and you want this image to expand to fill up your entire image, and then you can crop out the sections that you want. Or you can do in a specific size, like the square size or something, okay? Now I'm just going to do whole image to show you how it expands on every side, and then you can crop it. So I do expand, and now it has expanded to the whole page. And you have different options here. This one, this one is better. This painting is a little bit down, but better. This one has done something completely different, which I don't want. Okay, maybe we can get something out of this. Or this is cleaner. Look, it has added like a couch here, which is quite smart. And I can just do done. And now I can crop the part that I don't like, for example, this one, and then I can expand it, okay? Now it has given me more of the wall here, more of the wall here. And that's how I have basically stretched in a proportional way, but basically expanded the image, not just increase the size of it. A quick note, if you want to design your complete professional and consistent brand identity, and you don't want to hire an expensive designer or spend weeks figuring it out, I have just launched an AI and Canva course on brand graphics and visuals, where we use ChatGPT or Gemini's Nano Banana and Canva to create all your brand assets: logo, color palette, business stationery, social media banners, mockups, and even video animation. You'll be able to design your entire brand visual system in just a weekend. And you don't need any design experience or skills. You already know what you want for your brand. Just use my detailed prompts and templates and follow my step-by-step videos. I will use a fictional brand to create everything from scratch, so you will know exactly how to do it for your brand. If you're interested to check it out, link is in the description. All right, now let's keep going. Now I want to show you the part that I'm really excited about, which is, let's say you have this picture, and let's say you want to put it, and let's say you want to put it on a flyer or something, but you feel like in the whole image, the Christmas tree is looking rather small. So what can we do? We only want to stretch the Christmas tree, not the whole image. But before we do that, I'm going to make a copy of it so we can compare it later. So just go to image, just click on the page and do duplicate page. We're going to click the image again. And this is another Canva Pro feature, which is Magic Grab. And you click on edit and you go to Magic Grab over here. And we only want to select the Christmas tree. So I'm going to click on the Christmas tree and see how it selects it. Okay, now the Christmas tree is selected. Now I will do grab. Now essentially what it does is that it separates the Christmas tree from the image. So this becomes a separate image. You see here, this looks not so nice, of course, but we're going to cover that up. So no problem. We put it back. And now we're going to make the Christmas tree bigger. And there you go. Now it looks much more in the room. It fills up the whole room. And if I compare to my previous image, here the Christmas tree is smaller. Here it's bigger. What you will notice though, if I zoom in especially a little bit, is that the clarity goes in this a little bit. So here you see the lights are really nice and shiny and sparkly and all of that. Here it's not. Okay, here it's a little bit blurred and faded, etc. So, but if you zoom out, you don't see it as much. But you can simply edit the sharpness of it. So just click on it, go to edit, go to adjust, and scroll down to the sharpness. You can increase the sharpness a little bit, the clarity, right? And if I make it a little bit bigger now, it's not so bad. I put it on here. And now if I compare it to my previous image, it's kind of the same. In fact, it's got even more sharpness than the previous one. So there you go. If it looks a little bit weird, like it's too sharp and too standing out, just decrease the sharpness. Go to adjust and decrease the sharpness a little bit. If you want to stretch it more vertically, not so much like this, because if you do it like this, it covers the whole mantelpiece, it covers a lot of things. So maybe you just want to stretch it vertically. Even then it's possible. We follow the same principle like before. You click on it, crop button, and now you select the corners of this. And now you will have to zoom out a bit because it shows you can select the corner of this and press shift. Let's see, but nothing happens, okay? So you actually have to still select the corners of this because this was the original image. And then you make it a little bit taller like that and a little bit narrower. It looks really funny and not so nice, but you get the idea. And then of course you have to still increase these sides so you still get to see the image. The whole image is not like cut out. And now we've totally distorted this Christmas tree, but now it is fitting in between the mantelpiece and the window. It is not going over the socks, and yet it's bigger than this one. Okay, I'm going to clean up the bottom part of this because you can see the stem of the tree that looks a bit strange because here the stem is behind and now the stem is kind of going over the boxes, which is a bit weird. So I'm going to select this, go to eraser, magic eraser, brush size, and maybe just tiny little bit over here and erase. And that's it. Now let's see. Kind of okay. We can just play around with it, but you get the whole point. That's how you can stretch an object within a certain image and play around with it. Hope this video helps, and I'll see you in the next